I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, surely every seed.
Welcome to the ND 500 podcast. On today's show, we're focusing in on our health. I believe that one of the keys to having a healthy life is having a healthy lifestyle. As a minister, over the years, I've prayed for people, especially in my local community. And one of the top things that seem to be a recurring thing is that people needing prayer for their health. So one of the things that God has led me to do is to begin to speak more about health, or leading other Christians to focus more on their health. And this is something that my family is doing. And over the past few weeks, I provided just a starting point for us to begin to focus on our health. And that starting point was, to begin to drink water. We now know the proper amount of water that we should be drinking. And I've also provided, a few things, a few fruits that we can eat on a daily basis. But on today, I want to suggest that now is the time for us to begin to become more active. And one exercise in which we can begin to become more active is by walking. We want to take small steps. It may have been a while since you've been active, maybe years. So on today, we want to focus in on just a starting point of walking. And there are several reasons why walking could provide you with many benefits. Just listen to these statistics. According to the Journal of Health Science, if you're normally sidelined by sneezing, sniffling, and itchy and watery eyes due to all of the pollen in the air, your natural instinct may be to close all your windows and hide into winter. But your natural instinct might be wrong, and here's why. Researchers found that walking or running, even for just 15 minutes, can reduce sneezing, itching, congestion, and runny nose by up to 70%. Also, according to the U.S. National Library of Medicine's National Institute of Health, increased blood pressure, cholesterol, high blood sugar, and fat around your waist is one of the worst side effects of an inactive lifestyle. It signals diabetes, heart disease, and even early death. But the good news for you today is that we have an old-fashioned cure for this modern day disease, and that is exercise. Any cardio exercise, including walking, can reverse the damage an inactive lifestyle causes. In addition, research has also shown that you can add up to 7 years of your life by exercising daily, by walking daily, regardless of how much you weigh. Also, in a separate study found that people who exercise report feeling happier, more excited, and more enthusiastic about their future than those who don't. So those are great reasons why walking is a great idea, a great starting point. Last night, my family and I, we went out and walked for about 3 miles last night. It was fun. We all enjoyed one another. It was just, family bonding. And at the same time, we're also focusing in on our health. But I remember when we first started this journey, it was probably about the first part of the summer. We had the idea that we just going to go out and walk. And I don't know if this was my fault for not taking the lead on, where we were going to walk. But all we wanted to do was just want to go walk. So I let my wife decide where we was going to walk. So anyway, we had a predestined plan where we were going to start, where we were going to walk. And there was probably about 2 miles. So my wife and both my daughters, and we set out to walk. And once we got to the place where we said we were going to walk, my wife said, well, let's keep on walking. All of this was in our neighborhood, and we started walking, and we all thought we knew where we were at. And before we knew it, we looked up and we had no idea where we were. So, and then my wife, she has one of those Fitbits, and then my daughter had her cell phone. So since we were lost, we said, hey, let's use some technology and just find out where we are. So we pulled up our location and tried to find where our location is into the vicinity of where we live. And it told us that if we kept walking, we would arrive back home in 2.5 hours. So keep in mind that we'd already been walking for probably 45 minutes to an hour. And we had gone so far out of the way that in order for us to walk back, it was going to take us an extra 2.5 hours to get back home. So you can imagine we were already tired, we were sweating, it was hot and all of that. But anyway, we found an alternate route. And so we didn't actually spend the extra 2.5 hours out there, but we did spend an extra hour trying to get back home because we went so far out of the way. But I believe that God used that time for us to bond, and we got in a little bit more exercise than we had planned. But we all felt great once we got home. And this is something I think that if you have a family, I definitely suggest just start going out for family walks. It's something that my family we're going to do. Each evening we're going to try to go out and just walk together each evening. Just get at least 30 minutes of cardio in with family time. And we know that, we have long-lasting memories. And at the same time, taking care of our health, we're making sure we're doing what we need to do. And so we can, live longer, we'll feel happier, and we can also sleep better. So I definitely encourage you to begin to walk, and you have several benefits. There are more benefits of walking, and I'll speak more about those in the coming weeks. But if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at podcast@ndcole.com. Please feel free to visit my website at www.ndcole.com. Until next time, live in truth.